What's up, Tucson Backyard Gardeners? I'm Andrew, and this is the first episode of Beers and Backyard Gardening. Today we'll be talking about the cat's claw vine while drinking a Salida del Sol Amber from Sentinel Peak Brewing Company. I had this idea with the swirl skeletons almost 2 years ago, and I didn't know what to plant. All I knew was that I wanted something that was cold hardy, stayed green, was drought tolerant, could take Tucson's direct sunlight in the summer heats, and something that also flowered quite a bit. So I threw a picture of the swirl skeletons up on the Tucson Backyard Gardening page on Facebook, asking what people thought I should plant, and of all the suggestions that I got, I decided to go with the cat's claw. And this is actually one of two saguaro skeletons that I set into the ground. And this cactus right here I only planted one cat's claw vine on it, and then this other one has two. So this is the second saguaro skeleton that I set in the ground, and actually planted two cat's claw vines at the base there. I initially only had one, but my large desert tortoise ate it. So to allow this one to catch up to the first one, I planted two, and it's done fairly well too. This is just under 2 years old, but if you look right here, you can see that it's kind of creating a canopy in between both of these cables right there. And a lot of these vines have grown into the base of the saguaro skeleton and climbing its way up and then poking out up top. So the back side of this has a lot of vines coming through it as well. But a lot of flowers are blooming, and there's flower buds all over these vines.
So this is the main reason that I wanted something that would easily climb up the saguaro skeleton, so that once they did reach the cables where I'm hanging my patio string lights from, that they would climb all the way across the cables to the wooden porch I have in the backyard. I'm hoping this time next year all the cables are covered up and there's a bunch of yellow flowers hanging off the vines. I think it should look really cool and just a different, unique way of growing the cat's claw instead of just up a block wall. A lot of people do consider this an invasive plant, so just take your time and pick a spot in your yard where you know you don't need to worry about it overtaking another plant, or it's not taking nutrients away from another plant you have. Mine are planted next to other plants with the same types of water needs and same types of sunlight needs, so I haven't had any issues with any of my other plants suffering from that. The only type of maintenance I've done with these plants is every now and then I'll get up on a stool and take some of the vines that are growing straight down from the cables and then just rewrap those back into the cables so that they continue to grow across laterally. I haven't done any sort of trimming or any other pruning. I'm just letting them do their own thing right now. Maybe once, if they get to a point of covering up the entire skeleton, I'll start thinning them out just so the skeleton's still exposed a little bit more. The flowers off the cat's claw vine are pretty big. They're about 4.5 inches long and 2 to 3 inches in diameter at the petals. All the new growth is a dark reddish purple color, so it's a nice contrast from the green on the rest of the plant. Every now and then I'll get some new growth coming from the base of the roots, and I'll just rip those off to keep the plant in check and prevent it from overtaking the rest of the skeleton. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Appreciate you watching. Keep in mind, these are just my experiences growing cat's claw for about 2 years in my backyard, so don't be so quick to dismiss it as an option. If you want a vine that stays green, doesn't need a lot of water, flowers, can withstand the summer temperatures here and take full sun. Take care.